Kendrick just dropped his surprise album, GNX, and had some things to say throughout the album, mentioning Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne on the first track, whacked out murals, and sprinkling jabs and other artists like J. Cole throughout the album. But overall, this felt like a contained West Coast centric album with Kendrick featuring artists that aren't really well known to the world, and being able to give them a spotlight no one really expected this. But I'm glad we got it. Though we did have some few crash outs in the internet, like academics, but
it's not like we hating on him. We don't talk about that shit. The nigga made a whole album. We ignored his ass. Alright, man. Weirdo. We just ignored him. When I seen Kendrick being a grifter and pivot from marching to talking about LGBTQ issues, I clearly realized this nigga needs to tap into struggle to sell a fucking record.
This album is filled with heavy bangers, deep introspective tracks, and overall a great balance of what we've seen Kendrick throughout his career. Beginning with the first track, Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick was hungry and angry with the way the beat dropped within the track. Starting with the mariachi singer singing in the beginning of the song, Kendrick is done with the shenanigans of the rap industry and music industry, reaching a tipping point and letting everyone know he's going to be running this rap thing and becoming the main head no matter what or who comes for him. It shows that while there is some value in sitting down and being humble, one of the standout tracks, Squabble Up, is a perfect song that just jumps out and was one of the teaser tracks at the end of the Not Like Us video. It's great to hear the full song with the video living up to the hype. The visuals, it shows the many aspects of LA culture that Kendrick has been repping and showcasing throughout his album, and the beef with Drake, questioning his street credit. The many Easter eggs within the videos are way too many to name in this vid. Some notable ones to mention, but some notable ones are the entire set was an homage to one of the Roots music videos, and the letters on the board give a hint to maybe this isn't the only album that Kendrick is dropping. This could be a double album, with the Nate Dogg album spinning in the middle of the music video, and that album was a double album, and Kendrick references dropping another album throughout GNX. So it's safe to assume that Kendrick just gave us the appetizer for what's yet to come, possibly before or after the Super Bowl, which you know he's gonna have a crazy performance next year. Having SZA a call away is actually a cheat code. With Kendrick and SZA having many collaborations, this performance was one of the best ones I've heard, with an uplifting vibe similar to Love and Loyalty, with them harmonizing on the track together. This song is definitely a track that can be well played throughout the next year, making it a chill summer vibe. With the samples he used, like Drop It Like It's Hot, makes it hot already. The samples were used so sparsely, but nicely done. The production was on point, and with the reaction I've seen on Twitter and other people talking about this album, they agree that this song is one of them ones. And at the Garden is an in-between for me. It's like a 5 or 6 out of 10 for me, because it has this ethereal feeling which sounds beautifully haunting, if you get what I mean. But I love the I Deserve It All motive throughout the whole track. It's great writing from Kendrick, but throughout multiple listens I would sometimes skip this song. Sometimes I wasn't in the mood for it. Though listening to this song in the gym is definitely a good choice. It does give you motivation to go even harder, and I feel like that's what the song was giving, with the sample that he chose as well, with, I want to say, Nas, the one mic sample. Yeah, this song is, I gotta be in the right mood to listen to this song, but other than that, it's a good 5 out of 10 for me. Hey Now, I love this track, man. This one is one of my go-to songs, and low-key, this song is one of the songs to get the gang together, and the feature with Dodie 6 is amazing. Dodie 6 sounds like if Blueface actually focused on music and was actually successful at it. With Dodie 6 and Kendrick going back and forth, And the crazy production Mustard displayed on this beat, again, just like the other tracks, is great on here. And of course, the eerie beat that makes you anxious a bit nonetheless. This song is a full West Coast type beat, and Kendrick and Kdot 6 slid on this, no doubt about it. Track 6, man, what can I even say? The Pac sample and the overall influence on this track is used perfectly. Like, you know he's trying to sound and imitate Pac's flow, but Kendrick makes it feel original in his own way. Reincarnated is such a great track. The aggressive approach in this track is done so well. And the conversation between the devil and God on the last verse is also some great writing on Kendrick's part. The whole track is just a masterclass in writing. In my opinion, one of the best tracks on the album, and the perspective Kendrick portrays throughout the track, becoming an advocate or a person who supports or recommends a cause. And I believe the person he portrays is Billie Holiday in the verses, and what seems like Whitney Houston. That's what sounds like to me. That's one of the artists I feel like he mentions. Whitney, Billie Holiday, and another male artist. I don't know who, but someone in the jazz scene for sure. But this song needs a whole video by itself because there's just so much to dissect this video. If you do want a breakdown of this, just let me know in the comments down below.
Mustard.
Mustard. Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard. Mustard. Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard. Mustard. Mustard.
Man, what a song, man. Kendrick and his West Coast bag is amazing. Also, with the "Somebody's Gotta Do It" line is one of my favorites besides the Mustard line, which I know everyone online is gonna be talking about. As we see, TikTok already took it and went crazy with it. And the memes around this song is amazing. And I love the feature at the end where he just says crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Man, this song is just an amazing track. Kendrick really bodied it, and Mustard, of course, great production as usual. And it's might be another one of the best songs off the album just by the sheer craziness of the song. Dodger Blue. Blue, man, one of my favorites off the album. By far my personal favorite. Always on repeat, man. The whole vibe in this track is amazing. With the collaborations of Wally, the Sensei, Roddy Ricch, and CT harmonizing, going back and forth, the amazing chorus at the end. My only gripe with this song is, why is it so short? I need an extended version of this, man. The end chorus is way too good to just be cut off like that. Nonetheless, Dodger Blue is such a standout track to me. I feel like you could play that song in any environment. Nearing towards the end of the album, it seemed to die down a bit. Though Peekaboo is a good song, it's not bad in any way, shape, or form, but it won't have much replayability. I feel like it's a sleeper song because right after it is the Heart Part 6, and that it doesn't mean it's bad, but it's a good track. It's just the Heart Part 6 is right after it, so you already know where to go next when first listening to it. But nonetheless, I do like this song, Peekaboo. It's a good sleeper track, and Kendrick and AZ going bar for bar was a good touch on this. The Heart Part 6 is such a beautiful song. The sample is great and amazing. The Heart Part 6 is such a great track. The sample is beautiful and nostalgic in a way which I think Kendrick was trying to do. Considering the whole point of this song is about the entire journey of TDE and Black Hippie, and basically part of Kendrick's life. The sample by the amazing SWV using Use Your Heart is a great sample that goes with what Kendrick is trying to portray of his journey throughout his career, because rap is part of him. GNX, the title track, is a great song. The standout feature being Peso in the beginning with Kendrick going crazy. This song is straight full West Coast, with the last feature surprised me a bit nearing the end of the track with a complete shift of tone. Though I wish he was kind of removed from that at the end, I don't mind the track, but nonetheless the song is a great song. And Kendrick ending the album with Gloria, with SZA again, always having her on speed dial is a great card to have for Kendrick, with some great writing on this song with both SZA and Kendrick, and a great way to end the album. Overall, this album is a good album, with Dodger Blue being one of my favorite tracks off the album, and Reincarnated. The top half of the album up until Dodger Blue is an insane run. The second half of the album had some notable tracks like The Heart Part 6 and ending with Gloria with SZA, ending this album beautifully. And many like myself believe Kendrick just dropped the appetizer, as I feel like he's gonna drop another album with many hints throughout this album and the music video we saw in Squabble Up. Overall, this album is a great album, and I feel like Kendrick delivered well, making this his 5th #1 album and his first #1 as a solo act in his new label PG Lane. So it's a big W for Kendrick's, and we can only wait and see what's in store for 2025 in his Super Bowl performance. Will he drop the album, a new album, before 2025, or will it be after 2025? I bet he's gonna drop his new album on the day of the Super Bowl, maybe right after the performance. But yeah, that's my album review for GNX. Let me know what you guys think down below. ItsZashi. Peace out.